To me, around prospecting, it's something all salespeople should be doing regularly. The only thing that should vary is how much we do.
Welcome back. I'm here again with Dan Symons. Dan's a business development professional, an author and a mentor in sales. Welcome back, Dan.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Dan, we've talked about passion.
Yep.
And we've talked about prospecting.
Yep.
But I know one of the things about prospecting you're very passionate about is consistency. That is forever being prospecting, or not forever being, but making sure you are doing it consistently.
Yep.
Tell me why. What's the importance of doing that?
Well, one of the things you often find in sales is we panic about not having enough in our pipeline at the point we're sitting a hole in our pipeline. At that point, it's actually too late. Depending on our sales cycle, we should have been prospecting weeks, months, sometimes even years beforehand to actually deal with that hole. Sitting in it is actually too late.
It takes a long time for stuff to get through that pipeline.
Yep.
And if you haven't put anything at the top, they haven't even started coming through, right?
Yep.
So that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, to me it's very much a case of, like anything in life, whether we talk dieting or sales, it's doing enough on a regular basis that A, we stay good at it and we don't lose the skill. B, we actually smooth out the peaks and troughs of what goes on in our sales life. So to me, around prospecting, it's something all salespeople should be doing regularly. The only thing that should vary is how much we do.
Dan, I laugh because it's easy to say.
Yep.
And I've got to say, as a salesperson, the thing I really love is the cut and thrust of working on a deal with a customer and trying to work out how I get value for them.
Yep.
And I might have 3 or 4 deals going at once. And it's very easy to forget that, where's the next deal going to come from? So how do you get that consistency? What do you have to actually do? Have you got any suggestions?
To me, it's about that example is quite right, because I think when we get busy, we tend to deprioritise prospecting because we have got work in front of us. We've got a tangible customer, we've got a promise to deliver. What that comes down to, though, is a factor that we haven't treated prospecting seriously enough as a discipline to schedule time in our diary aside to make sure we do it and treat it with the seriousness it needs to be done. It's ultimately why we're hired by our employers, is to go out and find business.
So you're saying get a commitment in your diary on a consistent basis, weekly, monthly, whatever it is that makes sense.
A lot of the people I talk to say have time in your diary on a weekly basis to follow up on prospects and make new prospect calls, because invariably, if you don't do it, you will sit in a hole and wish you had at some point.
Great advice, Dan. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.